Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome back to more, if it'll, there we go, Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, we saw quite a couple things from Juna's perspective and, yeah, this game is starting to stress me out. It feels like we're starting to reach that point that the other science adventure games had. But let's continue. She's been giving me the details of Doc's condition after hearing them from Michi. All while crawling underneath Model 1, continuing her usual work on it. I don't remember if I checked the, this thing here. I think I did. I recognized the text here. Yeah, pretty sure I checked it. She had said something about wanting to mess with the wiring.
Apparently, Doc is saying he doesn't want surgery. He's completely drained. He's saying that he doesn't even have the strength to go through with it.
Let me move something off the recordings that might help a little bit. Alright, maybe that'll help a little bit. For me. Huh. I'll just chip a Model 1 bit by bit. Aka's holding true to her words. Plus, Model 2's assembly still hasn't started yet, so she might just have a lot of time on her hands.
At this rate, we may hit the point of no return. And the doctor is looking for anyone who can change Doc's mind.
Is that right?
You're not even listening, are you, Kai?
Aka crawls out from beneath the robot. Still lying face down on the ground, she looks up at me coldly. I concede, stand up, and reach down for her. I'm listening. Up you go. I take her hand and pull her out. It's greasy with oil.
Really? I can't play KB like that.
Why do you do this to me, Aki-chan? There's no running water at the airport, so this is gonna suck. I left some wet wipes in the hangar for times like this. Wonder if there are any left.
Hand smear with oil is a badge of honor. So says our resident genius, Akio Sinomiya.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Are you worried about Doc, Kai?
What's that got to do with my oily hands? I brush off the question and head inside the hangar. Baby wipes, wherefore art thou, baby wipes? Anything new from this perspective? I don't actually think we've seen this perspective with Model 1 uncovered like this. I don't think we have. I might be wrong, though. I find someone atop the desk and begin to wipe my hand off, paying special attention to the fingertips. Since KB uses the touchscreen, the condition of my fingertips has a major effect on my performance. Oh, a call. Hello?
This is about the Passion Accord.
Oh, it's Mizuka-san. I asked her to look into Doc for me. Yeah, that's right. I once again choked down the culinary disaster that was the passion fruit bun. I'm on my way. Be there in 5.
Roger that. Who's that? Jun?
Aiko comes walking into the hangar while drinking the skull. Nope. Why?
Well, she hasn't shown up today either. And it doesn't look like she's at the hospital, so... She seemed really down in the dumps about Doc, you know? I'm worried about her.
Okay, but why would she call me? Whatever. If I see her around, I'll let you know.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm off to Mizuka-san's shop real quick. You need anything?
Oh, then give me another skull.
She smiles and chugs down the rest of her drink. When I arrive at the store, Jun is sitting on the bench out front. Aww. She has a blank expression on her face and a bottle of mineral water in her hands. When she notices me, her head uncomfortably lowers even further. Fancy meeting you here, Jun-chan.
Yeah, I'm sorry for skipping club.
There's nothing for you to be sorry about. I've been ditching a whole lot recently myself. Funnily enough, before our headcount increased, I had perfect attendance. She clearly doesn't care. Aki-chan is worried about you. You don't seem like yourself these days. Did you go see Doc? Gina shakes her head softly from side to side in response. I guess she still hasn't seen him face to face yet. Are you all sad because you can't work up the courage to go to the hospital?
Huh?
Don't worry, I get that it must be tough to reconcile with the relative you haven't talked to in 10 years.
It's not like that.
She smiles sadly and once again shakes her head, but this time she's looking up.
I feel bad for Grandpa Fujita, but that's not what's been bothering me.
So is it related to what you tried to tell us at the Space Center?
Yeah, bingo.
Juna stares lifelessly at the water, rocking back and forth inside the bottle in her hand.
I've been thinking about quitting the Robotics Club.
Oh, so that's what this is about. Can't say I saw that coming.
I've been thinking I'm completely hollow. I can't do anything right. Thoughts like that drag me down further and further.
This is pretty serious. Well, that doesn't mean I can't try and lend a hand. What I do know is that it'd be an issue if she quit the club. Juno already has a role to fill in the Robotics Club, after all. We're short-handed and running out of time as it is. If somebody dropped out now, it'd be a huge blow to Akio. That's not good. Hey, if you're at all interested in hearing some info about Doc, you should come with me.
Huh?
Juno looks puzzled. Not surprising. Did you know that the best information broker to ever grace Tanegashima is right inside the store?
Thanks for the kind words.
Tanegashima's top information broker stares me down as I enter her shop. So, why am I still getting the death stare, my ever-radiant Mizuka-san?
I was just reminded of how much you like to gossip, despite being a guy. Keep your mouth shut, is what I'm saying. I've got a reputation to maintain.
Sorry, it just slipped. Juna then enters the shop with a nervous look on her face.
Welcome!
Juna gave a quick bow. Mizuka-san's gentle smile toward Juna is a complete 180 compared to her attitude toward me. Anyway, Mizuka-san, you got some info, right? I grab a bottle of fruit sour melon from the beverage counter and place a couple of coins on the counter. Stuff about the forbidden storage space.
Huh?
That's right. What I really want is info about the forbidden storage space inside the robot clinic. The very same place that Juno wandered into and experienced her trauma. I only recently heard from Akio that Michi also wandered in once, which is why he got banned from the store. Evidently there's something really important back there. Something exceedingly important, because not only is it something so important to Fujita that it caused him to get angry at not just Michi, but his own granddaughter. Like, furious. But what's also important is the fact that it's required for one of the Kimijima co-flags, meaning that for some reason in Robot Doc Fujita has a connection to Kimijima for some reason. That is weird to me. Why is Fujita connected to this? Because one of the flags for the next Kimijima report is to activate a specific robot in the robot clinic. The only way that's possible is if Fujita and Kimijima have some sort of connection. And considering we heard before that apparently Fujita was once part of whatever JAXA's JAXA was said to be split into 3 different companies or something before. Fujita was part of one of them. So, yeah. In regards to the timeline, Juno went in 11 years ago, and Michi went 8 years ago. Why is this place so important to me, you ask? Because I have to switch on a robot in there in order to set a flag for Kimijima Report number 4. That's why.
When the robot clinic first opened 18 years ago, it wasn't the sketchy joint it is now.
Oh yeah, it says since 2001, the sign outside the clinic. 18 years ago. The same year that Juna and I were born.
The store mostly dealt in robot toys, RC vehicles, and whatnot.
You mean it was more of a toy store?
Sorta, but its products were a little too niche for a toy store. Doc was a NASDA engineer after all.
Yeah, that's the company, NASDA.
There were a lot of adults who came in regularly, with all of them into hobby robots and RC vehicles. They were all well aware of Doc's skills. But he originally built the place for children. He used to line his storefront with life-size robots.
Life-size robots? Those must be the bots in the forbidden storage space.
Children from all over the island would visit the store on the weekends.
And the robots would greet them with open arms. They even talked too. Impressive, right?
I went there more than a few times myself.
The place really was packed with kids. They were all crazy about the robots. What kid wouldn't want to be? The robot's eyes and mouths would light up and they'd even respond when you talked to them. For a child living in the sticks, these robots were the stuff of dreams. Were they advanced enough to babysit the kids?
Of course not. Some just stood there and spun their arms around while others pretended to play the trumpet or something.
They were all simple gimmicks for kids.
But from a child's perspective, isn't that more than enough?
I guess so. But I can't imagine that stubborn old Doc running a store for children.
I couldn't believe it either, but then I remembered something.
When I visited the robot clinic back when I was a kid,
Doc had the biggest smile on his face while he watched us play with the robots.
Doc smiling? I try to picture in my head, but it's literally impossible.
Back in the day, Doc used to say, "Robots are the friends of mankind."
Friends.
Taken aback, Juno whispers the word. Did Doc build all the robots himself?
Do you know who Dr. Aizawa Jiro is?
Juno and I exchanged glances. Not that I know of. Can't say I've heard of him.
He was known as the Robot Doctor.
Oh!
Who's the first person that comes to mind when someone says Japanese robotics? Guy, you're up.
The manga artist?
Bzz, wrong.
I didn't even say their name yet.
Next.
Mizuka-san points at Juno.
Asimov.
Bzz, wrong again.
Who's Asimov?
Isn't he a writer? You're on the right track, but I said Japanese, therefore bzz.
Oh, I meant the life-size robot.
Oh, that one. Well, either way, bzz.
Mizuka-san lowers her shoulders in disappointment.
Well, I'm not one to talk since I only found out about this yesterday. Over half a century ago, Dr. Aizawa had been building robots. They looked like some really old tin toys, but their charming moves and voices earned them the name Aizawa robots. You know the Osaka Expo in 1970? His robots were on display there.
Huh. I had no idea.
Apparently, Doc was Dr. Aizawa's last apprentice.
That's why he has the same title, then. He carried the title of Robot Doc.
When he was young, he would visit Dr. Aizawa's place uninvited and make the doctor teach him all sorts of things. And when the robot clinic first opened, the robots that greeted the kids out front were modeled after Aizawa's. There were 9 of them in total. They currently are sitting in the robot clinic storage room.
Do those robots have names?
Names?
Yeah, like human names. For example, Gojiro-kun. Does that name ring a bell?
Oh yeah, it does. They did have names like that. Gojiro, Gajiro, that sort of thing. I don't remember the details though.
Perfect. That pretty much confirms that Gojiro-kun is one of the robots in the forbidden storage space. You think Gojiro is specifically the one that caused Juna her trauma? By the way, if I sound like I'm talking weird today, it is again because of audio issues. I'm still not fully convinced on the quality that got messed up when, for some reason, my audio device decided, what if I deleted all my settings? Is there any way to identify them individually?
Hell if I know.
Come on, that's the important part. Why don't you just ask Doc yourself? He'll probably get angry with me. I can sense that I shouldn't go there with Doc. Why are the names so important to you? Well, you know, what they say, names and natures often agree. Kai, what are you up to? Nothing. Can't bring up the Kimijin reports with Mizuka-san. Can this be any more of a pain?
May I?
Juna hesitantly opens her mouth.
Why did Grandpa Fujita stop? You know, running the store for kids?
Mizuka-san sighs and looks Juna straight in the eyes. You probably know more about that than any of us.
Huh? Me?
Oh, do you think it's because of what happened to Juna? Regardless of how it happened, there's no way he could just leave those robots outside after the accident.
Oh.
In a way, he did feel bad about it, I guess. Is this about when Jun-chan wandered into the forbidden storage space and broke one of the robots? Is that really something you'd call an accident? From what Juna told me, one of the robots broke, but...
I see. Excuse me.
Juna bows abruptly, and then exits the store. Is there anything in Tweepo? No. What was up with that? She told you herself, right? All I heard was that she wandered into the storage room, broke a robot, and Doc got mad at her. Mizuka-san stares at the automatic door that Juna exited from, a listless expression on her face. She got hurt really badly that day. I had no idea. Word of the accident got around. If you were a parent, you wouldn't want your kid getting hurt, would you? After that, the number of kids visiting the store plummeted. And I think Doc was thinking the same thing. At the very least, he completely stopped doing business with kids immediately after the accident. I see. But Doc told Michi. Well, it's nothing but conceited. Alright then, what should my next move be? For now, I give my thanks to Mizuka-san and exit the store. I can see Juna trudging towards school. After lightly jogging for a bit, I managed to catch up to her. Jun-chan, I have a proposal for you. Feel like I always gotta check.
Huh? What is it?
Would you like to accompany me to the robot clinic's forbidden storage space?
What?
Juno's eyes widen. Come on. The robot clinic is as still as a grave. But that's pretty normal. I still can't believe that this place used to be filled with cheerful voices of a bunch of kids.
Listen to me. We should go back.
Juno's glancing all over the place. She looks really uneasy.
June, at times like this, you just gotta bite the bullet and press onward.
Akio tries her best to encourage her. After I told her what Mizuka-san told me, it's like a switch flipped in her head.
If we're gonna cheer up Doc, we gotta revive his old robots.
I'm really not sure that's our only option here. But considering neither of us could come up with something better, why not? I'm looking for an excuse to get into the forbidden storage space anyway, so I piggyback off of Akio's proposal.
It'll be too late if we don't hurry. Don't you want Doc to live a long life, June? I do, but, I don't think it's right to break in.
We're not. I spin a set of keys around my finger. These are the keys that Doc entrusted to your dad, right? Doc spiraled so hard that he asked his son-in-law, Juna's dad, to dispose of any unnecessary goods at the clinic. And so, Akio and I convinced Juna to borrow the keys from her dad. Juna's a pushover, so that part was easy.
I'm still, a little worried.
Juna was reluctant about Akio's proposal from the get-go.
We can't just take the robots outside without permission. I only want Doc to feel better, that's all.
For now, let's just take a look at what's going on in the storage room.
Bajuna slightly shakes her head. Now, I'm gonna do something weird. Every now and then during these, this chapter, I'm gonna be saving the game because we don't have access to Phase 7. Based on what the achievements told me, we have access to, obviously, Phase 6 because, where else are we? The achievement said that I gained access to Phase 8, but I do not have access to Phase 7 right now. Which means that once the game switches from Phase 6 to Phase 7, I imagine it's probably going to just boot me out. So I want to make sure that I have a save decently close to the end of the chapter, in case for when it boots me out. Because we'll have to probably go back and do other phone answers to get further in the game. She stands still, refusing to move forward.
I'll, wait here.
She's likely scared to even go inside. She's even more pale than she was before. I can even see her knees shaking too.
Jun.
Let's go, Aki-chan. I lead Akio into the shop. The forbidden storage space isn't accessible unless we circle around the scrapyard behind the store. We opened the heavy sliding door that was shut tight with a padlock and head inside. Since there wasn't a single window, no light shone into this place. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Doesn't seem like there's any... Doesn't seem like there's anything I can interact with here. Oh, there's new stuff here, though. Tadpoles rain from the sky. Whoever said that tadpoles won't rain from the sky, show yourself. I brought the source. The source of Sports Tokyo, lol. Only rained in Shibata-shi. How am I supposed to know about news from the countryside? So where are the pics at? I get that there was raining tadpoles, but why? I don't know. This wouldn't happen in the norm. Can tadpoles actually be aliens? Before it was raining tadpoles, the tadpoles must have been thrown up in the air from a tornado or a storm nearby. There has to be. It's not unusual or anything. This has been an issue a couple times in the past. The birds throw them up. They're tossed up while they are flying, so they fall fast. At times, over 50 tadpoles fall. It's a usual sight for the locals, nothing special. It's a crazy scene seeing over 5,000 tadpoles fall. I thought the sky turned black, then tadpoles started to fall and turned into hell in an instant. What, 5,000 of them? First time hearing that. Too crazy. Is this from the Red Aurora too? Alright, this is concerning. Remember, because this is another case of strange animal events going on. We heard, what were some of the other ones? It was like frogs, like dead whales beaching suddenly. Hundreds of thousands of fish suddenly dead in the water. Stuff like that. And now there's just a bunch of tadpoles raining from the sky. Everyone, work on a robot's cosmetics after you prove the performance and capability backed by technology. If you're building a robot that looks like on looks that can't fight, you should be building a figure. What's the matter of a robot's performance? Looks come after. Remember that. What's in the secret base? Robot. I don't actually think that was right, but I'm not changing what I said. Stepping one foot inside is enough to make the both of us cough up a storm. We must have woken up some dust. Makes you wonder how long this door's been shut for. It's entirely possible that it hasn't been open since Michi wandered in 8 years ago.
Kai, look.
With the door now open, a beam of light shoots through the storage space, illuminating a series of robots lined up next to each other. They stand there silently in the dark, not making a single move. I can't quite make out how many of them there are in the darkness, but Mizuka-san said there should be 9. Aki-chan, if I saw these robots late at night, I'd probably piss myself. I can definitely see how this place was traumatizing for a tiny Juna. Anybody would be scared. But Akio simply walks forward into the room, a sad expression on her face. She gently touches the arms of the red robot standing in the very front.
They're covered in dust. They look like they haven't been touched in ages.
Supposedly it used to talk and move around. I wonder if it still works.
They should. They will. I want to believe that. Because Doc is the robot doctor.
He never just abandoned a broken robot. Never.
Despite her words, all signs seem to point to this place having been sealed off for years and years. It should be clear to anyone that Doc hasn't touched this place in forever.
Is there a power cord or something? If we plug them in, they might move.
Akio searches around the red robot's feet and back behind it. Does it have a power switch on it or something? If it does, let me be the one to push it.
Huh? Why?
It doesn't matter, I just wanna. This red guy here might be Gojiro after all. What? Even in this dark room, I can tell that Akio's grinning.
Could it be that you actually like these kinds of robots? You're like a little kid, Kai.
She's misunderstanding, but there's no point in trying to clear things up. Since there are no lights in here, we brought flashlights from the store and used them to find the robot's power cord. It's plugged into the wall. All preparations are complete. The power switch is located inside a lid on the robot's back. Alright, I'm pressing it.
Okay.
I hit the switch. The red robot doesn't move an inch. Is it broken?
No.
Akio lowers her shoulders in disappointment.
Doc, you're the robot doctor. How could you...
We tried to turn on the rest of the robots, but none of them so much as twitched. Just to be sure, I checked in with Irie, and she confirmed that I hadn't set the flag yet. By the time we leave the robot clinic, the sun is long gone. Despite how late it is, we find Juno waiting for us. Not at the clinic, mind you, but at the hospital, which was about a 10-minute walk from Doc's store. She's waiting by the bus at the bus stop in front of the entrance, sitting alone on a bench.
How'd it go?
Anything new? Feels kind of fresh. Once in a while, old designs can actually feel new. 10-plated robot toys didn't even exist when we were kids, but I don't feel nostalgic, but it feels nice. Nonetheless, I like robots that are like bang, chakeen, horns coming out of their heads or shoulders, an animal face on chest, and it combines together. A lot of robots with animal faces. I don't see anything there. No good. The robots were broke.
I see. Man, this sucks.
Akio looked up at the third floor of the hospital where Doc is staying and began ruffling her hair with her hands. She then faces Juna and I, breathing heavily through her nose.
Hey, I have a proposal. Why don't we try fixing those robots?
Agreed.
What the? I've never seen you be so assertive, Kai. You finally had a change of heart. I'm so proud.
You don't have to cry about it.
What about you, Jun? What do you think?
If we're going to repair them, Jun-chan should participate. Aki-chan's banned, and I'm just her chaperone. It'd be weird if the two of us started messing with his robots. But if we had an excuse, like Jun-chan being around, Doc probably wouldn't get nearly as upset.
Please, Jun, I want to try and make Doc feel better. Think of it like a challenge. If we get in trouble for fixing them without his permission, I promise I'll take the heat for you. I can't.
Alright, then how about a match?
Huh?
If I win, you cooperate with Aki-chan. If you win, you don't have to help, and you're free to quit the Robotics Club too.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean quit the Robotics Club?
Jun-chan apparently wants to do just that.
Yashu-kun!
What, do you not want me to tell her? You do realize she's the president, right? If you want to quit the Robotics Club, you gotta tell Aki-chan first.
No, it's just, it's all so sudden. I wasn't ready.
She freaks out over the weirdest things, I swear. I know she's timid at all, but this indecisiveness of hers can be real grating. Well, whatever. It's not my place to say anything. It was probably a mistake to talk her into joining the Robotics Club in the first place.
Hey, June?
Akio approaches Juno with a petulant look on her face. Overwhelmed by Akio's sudden vigor, she looks away apologetically.
I'm sorry.
Did you come to like robots at least a little bit over the past 2 months you spent in the robotics clinic? Or the club?
Huh?
Akio firmly grasps Juno's hands. Holding on tight, she looks straight into her eyes. With nowhere to run, Juno is forced to meet her gaze straight on.
You said you were afraid of robots before. Were you able to overcome that fear?
Well,
Juno weakly shakes her head from side to side.
Then I do not and will not approve of your resignation. I refuse to let you go until there's at least one thing you like about them.
What insane logic. She's completely disregarding Juno's feelings on the matter. Oh well, I guess that makes things easier that way.
June, let's fix Doc's robots together, okay? This is a direct order from the president.
The weak-willed Juno stands no chance against Akio's one-sided demands. Well, sorry, Juno. Since we decided to repair Doc's robots, we first needed to select which ones we're gonna fix. Maybe I'll hit the arcades to loosen up a bit. Thank you, Tanuji. It's because it's cool, you don't understand, Kai, you really don't. You're still not doing good enough. Live without regrets. That's what I would say. I'll fix it. I even say I'm better at repairing stuff since all I've been doing is maintenance. Even if I get in trouble, it'll be worth it. You have to come. If you don't, I'm gonna pick you up. Robots are friends. I want to be friends with them, but I can't see them. Kai rarely helps out. Usually he won't help because he says he's lazy. I have my own reasons. It's a secret. You know what? A slight change of plans, I think. We're gonna create a bunch of saves here. And we're gonna shift gears just a little bit, I think. We're gonna try. This might not be the best time to do it, but I want to make sure that we get all of the, whatchamacallit, all the phases. So we still need to get phase 7. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at the guide I have here. So first off, August 23rd. We need to go back to a day of August 23rd at some point. We have all these saves, right? Yeah, these saves are good. We'll even, I can't dial lock. I don't know how to dial lock. But we'll just keep them there. In fact, we'll make 2 extras just in case. But we need to find a way of getting back. Where is August 23rd? Let's try phase 3. This is July 19th. How long will it take if I do this? Because we want to make sure we get all of the things. That was Fujita's perspective. It just now occurs to me if I'm gonna be doing this, now is not the good time to do this. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, on second thoughts, I don't want to say what my mind was saying because it was so dumb. But just know, I was gonna be sitting there for a long time. This is July 30th. How about phase 5? Oh god, I'm at this spot. Where am I? This is August 23rd, but we need it go earlier. Oh no, we need to go even early. Wait, hang on. I'll be honest with you, I actually changed my mind. We're not gonna do this. Because, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And, maybe it'd just be easier at a different point in time. Since we decided to repair Doc's robots, we first need to select which ones we're gonna fix up. Considering Doc's condition, we don't have a lot of time. Since time is of the essence, we obviously can't afford to fix all 9 of them. We're fixing Gojiro-kun. Upon making my suggestion, Akio and Juno look at me, bewildered.
Which one's Gojiro-kun?
I have no idea.
But you know their names somehow?
Yeah, I heard from Izuka-san that out of the 9 robots, Gojiro-kun was the one most popular with the kids. That's a total lie, of course. Although they both don't seem to really buy my explanation, neither of them object. Which means they probably don't care which robot we fix. The main problem is identifying Gojiro-kun. And so, we send Juno inside the shop to search for info regarding Doc's robots. Akio and I take each robot out of storage to check whether there are any names written on them. Of the 9 robots, some of them have wheels for ease of movement, and some don't. Anything different here? The former are fairly easy to move around. Inevitably, we begin by checking the wheeled units first.
Kite, take a look at this.
As I investigate a red robot that looks like it's sitting in a chair, I saw that its pedestal had wheels on the bottom, only for Akio to call me right after. There's a removable lid on the back where the very small wiring is stored. All these wires have been cut, as if someone took a pair of scissors to them and deliberately severed each cable individually.
I knew something wasn't right. These robots didn't break.
They were deliberately destroyed.
They definitely didn't strike me as the type of delicate robots that break after a few years in storage, that's for sure. They were intentionally disabled.
Doc killed these robots with his own 2 hands.
Killed? Don't say it like that.
I'm not wrong, am I?
Why would he do something like this?
Beats me. On the flip side, I've discovered a much more important truth. I look at the lid as I remove the robot. A plate was affixed to its back with the robot's name and date of birth neatly engraved on it. This red robot's name is Sakura. Sakura? I wonder what kanji you'd use to write that. Never mind. It doesn't matter. I found a way to identify the bots. All I have to do now is figure out which of the remaining 8 is Gojiro. Unfortunately, the robot I needed, Gojiro-kun, wasn't self-propelled. It was a yellow robot mounted firmly to a pedestal. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Oh, I can't actually check yet. Its primary function is to apply stamps. We had to remove it as a candidate for repair due to the frustrating reason that it'd be too difficult to carry outside. In its place, we chose... Yoshiro-kun. Since the nameplate only has Yoshiro's name written in Roman letters, I have no clue what the kanji are.
Quite a handsome man, huh?
I'm beginning to doubt your aesthetic sense, Aki-chan. Yoshiro-kun has a blue body and it's designed to stand upright. Due to the wheels installed underneath its feet, everything below the ankles looks oddly gigantic, including the shoes. It's about 2 meters tall. The arms are very thick, but I'm pretty sure the only parts that move are the shoulder joints. On the other hand, it's possible that his arms are just for decoration, just like the Robotics Club's beloved Model 1. In the center of the chest is a patrol light, a callback to a hero that can only fight for 3 minutes before vanishing. Would it light up after 3 minutes passed? The facial design is similar to the other 8 robots, but each one has a slightly different expression. Yoshiro-kun wears a bright smile with a wide-open mouth. The eyes are large and bulge outward. Upon taking a closer look, the left eye's transparent cover was cracked. It has a protruding triangular nose, patrol lights for ears, and a horn resembling an antenna. In the center of its eyes are miniature light bulbs with reflective mirrors, like the ones you'd find in a flashlight. Inside the mouth were several LED lights lined up inside a transparent plastic case. The ears are made of yellow patrol lights. This thing must be pretty lively when everything's up and running. But I could see how it'd be creepy if it suddenly burst to life in the dark. So, think we can fix it? Wrong button. Scout's cool, you don't understand, Kai. Robot doctor killing robots. Doctor should be fixing them. It's just too sad. Nothing new.
I don't know.
Akio appears inside Yoshiro-kun's back. There's a bunch of cords haphazardly jammed in there.
His cords have been cut, just like the others. But I don't see any other critical damage outside of that. The reason why his eye's cracked and he's a little dented is most likely because he fell over. So as long as we rewire him, I think he'll be able to move again. But there's a whole lot of cords in here. They're all soldered on, so replacing them with new ones will be a huge undertaking.
Best of luck to you, Aki-chan.
You're helping too, Kai. June's up next after that.
Speaking of Juna, she somehow managed to vanish before either of us could notice. We had her looking for any documents that would help us identify her robots' names, but her and her scooter are nowhere to be found. It must have been really painful to come here. Or could it be that seeing the robots is far worse? Either way, was it alright for her to have left the shop keys with us?
Oh, here's an idea. If we can, we might as well make it so they can be controlled remotely.
Whoa, you mean you want to modify it? I don't think Doc'd be real happy if you messed with it too much.
We'll provide an options menu. They can be autonomous for the most part, but we'll also be able to switch them to an RC mode.
Is that easy to do?
Probably. It'll at least be much more painless than installing the kill battle control system. Moving forward, backing, turning hand movements, lighting up the eyes and ears, and talking. We should be able to use an RC vehicle transmitter. The programming is fairly straightforward as well, so we shouldn't have to rely on Fraubau either.
Well, would you look at that? Rare for you to be so reliable.
Well, excuse me, Kai. I am the president of the Robotics Club, I'll have you know. And I'm the genius that modified Tanagashi Machine 3 too. I picked up the basics from the older members over the last 2 years. So, I should be able to deal with a machine this simple. I think.
Oh boy. Well, I'll leave the Yoshiro-kun to you then. And could you fix up Gojiro-kun too while you're at it?
Instead of Gojiro-kun, could we fix up someone else? Preferably someone self-propelled. What about Hidesaburo-kun?
Hidesaburo-kun? Oh no, sorry.
He's on wheels. Why are you so attached to Gojiro-kun?
Isn't it obvious? It's because Gojiro-kun is the coolest robot of them all. Duh. Man, I'm gonna have to get that thing up and running all by myself, aren't I? Yep.
Alright, Jun. I'm gonna have you desolder all the wires from the circuit board and replace them with new ones.
Akio's holding Yoshiro-kun's circuit board in her hand. There are numerous wires tightly packed and soldered onto it.
All of them? Of course.
The next day, Akio had acted quickly. This is the next day, so... Don't disgrace Gunvaro! Played 30 minutes, recently been itching for those blueprints, and surprisingly I'm getting motivated to fix them up. Same thing happened with Gun Bill 1, throwing robots away is not acceptable. You were the one who told me that, Doc. You good? What happened? What am I doing here?
You're here, which means you care.
still find it weird that whenever Akio's wearing this specific outfit, she just doesn't have a geotag. I don't know why, it just always confuses me. Every other character has a geotag. Heck, Subaru has one. I'm pretty sure Vegeta has one. Friggin' Michi and every other character, even Juna here has one. But whenever you're wearing that outfit, you suddenly don't exist anymore. Gonna be real, part of me is paranoid because I've played through all these other science adventure games, and I get paranoid about tiny little itty bitty details that end up becoming relevant later. Is there something about this outfit that like changes who you are? Or am I just losing myself to my psychosis? It's probably the latter, but shut up! Akio had acted quickly. She went out of her way on a weekend to go to Kamada Motors in Nakatane to buy new wires and a miniature light. She then came straight to the clinic to remove all the Yoshiro-kun's wiring. And now it's nearly sunset. Jun and I finally have something to do.
I'll be putting in new circuitry for the remote control system. Jun, your job is incredibly important. You're going to be connecting Yoshiro-kun's nerves back together. And Kai, you replace the light bulbs. Once you're done with that, go help Jun.
Juna hands me an electric desoldering pump. It looks like a power drill, but the tip has an electric heating component and it uses a motor for suction. I guess you use this to melt down the hardened solder and suck it up. Juna's not afraid of the circuit board, just the robot it came from. She apparently handles chores around the house, so she's good with her hands. She has no issue picking up the process quickly and reproducing it without a word.
You don't have to try to finish it all today.
Despite Akio's words, Juna quietly and indifferently continues her work. The next day, the three of us have all been fully immersed in our task ever since the sun came up. We've been taking full advantage of the holiday. Having said that, I already finished replacing all the lights yesterday. I think it's raining outside. Jeez, oh Pete. Sounds like heavy rain. So what have I been doing now that I'm done, you ask? I've been secretly trying to fix Gojiro-kun's power circuitry by watching and imitating Akio. But it's much more difficult to work in the dark storeroom. Juna finished before nightfall, so Akio took the circuit board and installed it into Yoshiro-kun. It was going to be the second time the thing had its eyes open, but despite taking notes beforehand, Akio ended up miswiring the entire thing, and everything went to hell after that. She lost track of what connected to where, and we ended up the day with Akio on the brink of tears. Oh yeah, there was a lot of rain outside right now. What the heck is this perspective? Never seen this area before. This is Juna's perspective.
I ride my scooter south down the highway. Driving on such a wide road like this scares me a little. Numerous cars zoom past me at really high speeds. And I can't but flinch whenever one does, praying they don't hit me. Akio-chan has me running an errand for her. Operation Repair Grandpa Vegeta's robots hasn't been going all that well, but we're still making progress. More or less. Since yesterday, Akio-chan's been testing the wiring to see if it's all connected properly. I guess she's checking each wire one by one to make sure they are working using something called an electrical tester. I had already finished my job, and since I didn't have anything to do, Akio-chan sent me on a new mission for the day. I'm heading to buy a speaker. Since I'm terrified of robots and can't bring myself to go anywhere near them, I'm grateful she gave me a task I could actually handle. Even now, my knees start shaking when I look at those robots. I'm ashamed of myself, but no matter what I do, I just can't get over the memories of the accident. I park my scooter in front of the robot clinic and take off my helmet. Hey, Jun! Akio-chan is waving at me from the storefront. Did you get the goods? Yeah, I went to a home appliance store in Nishinomote. Sorry for sending you that far out. I hand Akio-chan the speaker in question. I say speaker, but it's not the type you use to listen to music. It's a unit, apparently. Yoshiro-kun's speaker unit was completely removed, so the poor guy couldn't talk. If we install this replacement, then bam, problem solved. Okay. I don't really want to hear about that very much. My memories of the incident reemerged and I quickly shut my eyes. Jun? It's nothing. Where's Yashio-kun? Storage room in the back. He's trying to repair Gojiro-kun. I wonder why he's so obsessed with that one robot. Who knows? By the way, June, I have one more favor to ask as president. Huh? What is it? Another errand? Nope, not an errand. This is about after we fix Yoshiro-kun. After? The reason we're repairing Yoshiro-kun is so we can make Doc feel better, right? If we're gonna make that happen, we need to have Doc see Yoshiro-kun fully operational. That's also why I installed a remote control system into him. As for who the operator's gonna be, Akio-chan looks straight into my eyes. She's always like this. She's looking straight into my soul. Those eyes of hers sparkle so brightly like dazzling stars. And because of that, in an attempt to escape her radiance, I look away. Don't run away, June. With a squeeze, Akio grips my hands tightly. She always does this too. And just like that, my escape route has been blocked off. It's not fair. When she corners me like this, she knows I'm too weak to say no to her. Even though I always tell myself you need to tell her no. I can't help worrying about what others might think of me when I speak. What if I refused and she hated me after that? What if she never wanted to talk to me again? I want you to be the operator, Jen. I know you're afraid of robots, but you're the only one who can do this. I want you to like robots. I can't. I shut my eyes tight and force Akio-chan's hands off mine. I can't believe it just did that. She hates me now. She's gonna kick me out of the group. These thoughts keep me from saying another word. Akio-chan and her hand looks surprised for a moment before she tearfully clings to me. June, please. I can't. That's the only thing I can't do. I'm sorry. I'll be in the shop, okay? I nearly ripped myself out of Akio-chan's grasp and rushed inside the store. Phew. Deep breaths. My heart is pounding. I said no. I usually get swept up in whatever she says, but not this time. I feel like I've grown. At least a little bit. But that's just a lie. I'm still running away. I haven't changed at all. The shop is completely silent. My ears begin to ring. I feel like I'll hear Grandpa Vegeta screaming at me any moment. I cover my ears to stop the deafening silence.
This is such a pain. Robots build is simple, think even I can do it. Being simple is very nice, means so much easier. Respect. Oh! Jesus! That actually kind of startled me, Jesus. Don't disappear! Does this look like a face of mercy? I don't know why that actually startled me. Jesus Christ. Repairing Gojiro-kun proves to be more difficult than I anticipated. While getting advice from Akio, I'm trying to make the bare minimum repairs necessary to get it running again. However, it still ends up taking me days just to figure out which wire is for the power. Working in this ridiculously dark storeroom is hardly making things any easier. To add insult to injury, Gojiro-kun has no wheels, so I can't get it outside easily. I'll just have to manage on my own.
Let's go, Kai. Let's go.
Ari's been cheering me for me since I started doing work here. I wish I could be as carefree as her. But no, here I am, killing myself over the stupid flag. Regardless, all that's left is to solder one final wire onto the motor. And if the motor itself is busted, well, I'm gonna choose not to think about that. I continue working, using a flashlight as my only source of light. And at last, the soldering job is complete. When did I get so sweaty? It's actually pretty nice outside these days, but the storage room is stuffy as hell. Alright, done.
You're finished? That's amazing.
Man, I've wasted too much time on this. And I've been doing nothing but grinding kill ballot if it weren't for this flag. Anyhow, that should do the trick. Might not move perfectly, but it should at least power on. Where's the power cable? I searched the floor with my hands.
Dunno.
I didn't expect you to. It's not long before I find the cable in question. That was weird. Did you see how the game flashed? I thought the game was going to ask me to look for it. I grab it and plug it into a power strip. Hold my breath and switch Gojiro-kun on. But it doesn't move a muscle. What the... That's weird. I turned the power switch on and off and tried disconnecting and reconnecting the power cable a couple times. What's going on? That should have worked. At this point, I have no idea what the issue is. I'm not skilled enough to be able to troubleshoot this sort of problem. If this last-ditch effort doesn't work, I'll just have to come back to another day. Crossing my fingers, I decided to take a look at the power strip itself. The strip in question came from the robot clinic and has an extension cable of about 3 meters long. I was hoping that maybe the main power cable was just unplugged or something. I stand up and start walking with my flashlight in hand. Whoa! My foot catches on another robot. I trip over and fall over dramatically. Ow! Dust goes flying all over the place, causing me to cough up a storm. I then look up to find one of Doc's robots about to topple on top of me. I'd rather not get flattened! My body reacts fast and I manage to brace myself and catch the robot before it topples over. It's heavy, but not so heavy I can't hold it up. I grit my teeth as I return it to its standing position. Phew, that spooked me.
Are you okay? Should I call for Akio?
Nah, I'm good. I take a seat to catch my breath, and as I lean back, my hands brush against something on the floor. I pick it up. It's absolutely covered in dust. It seems to be a picture frame of some sort. There's very clearly a photo inside it. What's this doing here? Did Doc drop this? I blow off most of the dust and wipe off the rest so I can get a better look at the picture. Oh. Wait, is this? Jun-chan?
Hey, that's Jake.
And... That's when I hear an odd voice coming from outside. A very robotic, monotone voice. Did Akio finish Yoshiro-kun's repairs? I head outside the storage room, photo in hand.
Nice to eat you.
Aki-chan. Akio's standing in front of the blue robot, wiping the sweat off her forehead in satisfaction.
What do you think, Kai? After swapping the speaker part, he started talking.
Its eyes, mouth, ears, and chest lights shine brightly as its thick arms swing up and down at regular intervals.
My name is Yoshiro. I'm this is right, friend.
Huh. It's actually talking. Just not all that well.
Maybe the connections are a little imprecise. I'll look into them later. Hey, let's shake hands. Gaze upon Yoshiro-kun in all of its radiant glory. Turns out his arms are still alive and kicking. They're pretty amazing, to be honest. They use gears to move, kind of like mechanical puppets. Nice to eat you.
Well, it's cute and all, but I can't say its moves are all that impressive. All it does is swing his arms up and down and say a couple words.
I'm sure to the kids he was a really good friend. Huh?
Jun. I follow Akio's gaze to find Juna standing in the distance, a shocked expression on her face. Something's wrong. She's staring at Yoshiro-kun, trembling. Uh-oh. Yep, that's bad. Yep, that's real bad.
It's him.
What'd she say?
Oh, my name is Yoshiro.
Yoshiro-kun continues to speak with his distorted voice. Juna's expression darkens and she curls up into a ball. She starts shaking her head violently.
That day, he's the one who followed me.
Akchan, shut down, now.
Just a sec.
Akio's fumbling and trying to open the back lid. But because she's panicking, she can't quite get it open.
I'm... friendly... Stop!
Juno uncharacteristically raised their voice.
You're not my friend.
No, it's closer to a scream. Jun-chan, take a deep breath.
Hey, let's shake hands. Don't touch me!
Akchan, hurry up and shut down!
I'm trying!
Finally, Akio manages to turn it off. The light vanishes from Yoshio-kun's eyes. But by then, Jun is already sprinting toward the highway. All we can do is watch. Even if we tried to run after her, we'd probably collapse before we even got close. We stand no chance against a real athlete. I saw and glanced down at the picture frame I picked up inside the storage room. It's an old photo of Jun and Doc and Yoshiro-kun standing next to each other happily. The next day... Nothing there. Thinking about the club members haven't come to pick up the club room keys recently. Wonder what they're doing. I was yesterday. I come to school today. Can I come visit you? Damn. Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope to see you all later. I'm going to save here. Yeah. Peace.